we now discuss is pulmonary hypertension. Now special point to remember about pulmonary hypertension is when there is increase in the pressure in the pulmonary artery, it do not respond to drugs which are used in systemic hypertension. So that means all the drugs which cause vasodilation in periphery are not able to cause vasodilation in pulmonary artery. Okay? Main drug which can be used is calcium channel blocker. Calcium channel blocker in some people can cause vasodilation of pulmonary artery. So whenever they can cause vasodilation, they are drug of choice. So what we do is, first of all, we give intravenous calcium channel blocker and we will measure the pulmonary artery pressure. This is known as intravenous vasodilator challenge test. Intravenous vasodilator testing. That means we give a calcium channel blocker IV and we see whether the pressure of pulmonary artery is reduced or not. If the pressure is reduced, we say the test is positive. So if the test is positive, then the calcium channel blockers become drug of choice. So we will give the person calcium channel blocker orally for lifelong. But problem is, intravenous vasodilator testing is positive in very few people. In most of the people, even calcium channel blockers are not able to decrease the pressure in the pulmonary artery. So here the drug of choice become endothelin antagonist. Endothelin antagonists are drug of choice. Endothelin antagonists like sarbocentan. Any drug whose name end with ant-N. Ant-N is bosentan, ambrisentan, macitentan. These all drugs are endothelin antagonists, and you can remember from the name, endo, En is endo, T is thelin, An is antagonist. And these are drug of choice for pulmonary hypertension. Bosentan-like drugs are drug of choice for pulmonary hypertension. Then we developed another drugs which are called phosphodiesterase inhibitors. Phosphodiesterase inhibitors like sildenafil. They can also be used in pulmonary hypertension. Sildenafil like drugs are also effective in pulmonary hypertension. Then we developed prostaglandins like prostacyclins or even PGE2. They can also cause vasodilation in the pulmonary artery. So the drugs like iloprost, treprostinil, they can also be used in pulmonary artery hypertension. And these prostaglandins have been found to be most effective drugs for pulmonary artery hypertension. Most effective drug for pulmonary artery hypertension are prostacyclins, but these drugs cannot be given orally. They cannot be given orally. So then we developed a new drug which is prostaglandin receptor agonist only, but that can be given orally. Okay? And that drug we developed is called Selexipag. Selexipag. It is a new drug which is prostacyclin agonist, but it can be given orally. And from the name you can remember, it is selective. SELE is selective. X means cross, I means injection, cross means non-injectable. Non-injectable means oral. This can be given orally. Prostacyclin agonist. So the name tells the complete mechanism. It is selective, non-injectable prostacyclin agonist. So it can be given orally and work like prostaglandin. Okay? Lastly, we developed a drug called as Riociguat. Riociguat. This is a drug which stimulates the enzyme guanylate cyclase. Guanylate cyclase enzyme is stimulated, and when this enzyme is stimulated, it results in increase in cyclic GMP, which cause vasodilation. So Riociguat is a guanylate cyclase stimulator which act by increasing the cyclic GMP. Again, from the name you can remember, it is guanylate cyclase, acting on guanylate cyclase. So these are the different drugs that can be used in pulmonary hypertension. Clear?